Hi, my name is June. I use the pronoun she, and I'm 17 years old.
My name is Christopher. I'm 16 years old, and I use he, him.
I'm Leo. I'm 16, and I use he, him pronouns.
I go by Rachel or Rach. I'm 20, and I go by any gender-neutral pronouns and she, her pronouns as well.
For the most part, I'm really geeky, and I have the social life of like a 60-year-old.
I just recently graduated high school, and so I'm trying to just work on myself, work on art and music and poetry and
I'm really into the arts, all around art. I do a lot of digital artwork, and right now I'm working a summer job painting murals with Mural Roots.
I'm a twin. I'm trans and pansexual, which is a weird combination. And yeah.
So I came out when I was 15 in 2013, and I came out to myself then. The next year, 3 months later, I came out to my entire school through Facebook. So I made this long post about who I was and why I was doing this and why I felt like this. And I was basically can I swear?
I kind of had to come to a place where I realized that it wasn't about other people, but it was about me.
One day when it was last year, back in 2014 in the summer, I started cross-dressing and it felt more natural to me, so I thought, maybe I'm not gay, maybe I'm much more than that.
I came out probably a little over 2 years ago now, and I got so lucky because I didn't think my mom's reaction would be as good as it was, because her first question was well, what is trans? Second one was, are you sure? And third one was, I think we should get you some new clothes.
And even now I'm not totally out, but I feel like I'm out enough for myself.
What do you like about being part of the trans community?
You get the best of both worlds.
It's kind of a weird misnomer in the queer and trans community to group everybody in this one giant bundle, and it's weird. There's a lot of different kinds of people in the trans community, and I've had a lot of negative experiences in it, as a non-binary person, but I've also had a lot of positive experiences.
See, trans community is a very broad term because communities are separated by location too. So in Toronto you have a different trans community than you have in for example LA.
I love that it's probably one of the more accepting of the communities that I've been part of.
You get to walk in both genders' shoes, men and women.
There's a lot of really deep-rooted issues coming from capitalism and white supremacy and all of the isms, essentially. I mean, I could go on and on and on, but and they're all interconnected.
I just want to see people start calling people in instead of calling people out, because we're all still learning, and sometimes we make mistakes.
I have a fascination with law because it's like looking in a mirror. The mirror might be a reflection of yourself, but sometimes it gets foggy and you can do things with it, and that's what I want to do, is that broaden the mirror.
As corny as it may sound, I really just want that whole equal rights sort of thing. It's just because when you are trans, people still look at it as oh well, that's a girl if you're a trans man, or that's really a guy if you're a trans woman, or even just something like gay marriage. It's just that's one step in a staircase of other things that need to happen.
What advice can you give to other youth who might be coming out as trans or just questioning their gender identity?
It all gets better.
Give yourself time, because I find that a lot of people will listen to a lot of people around them, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I find that like you can be your like own support, and it's obviously really important to find external support, but I feel like a lot of the people around you have like a lot of influence on how you see yourself, especially if you're in that vulnerable place of, you know, questioning your identity.
Don't let anyone tell you that you can't be yourself, but do it in a safe way that you don't end up hurting yourself in the long run.
I think it's just sort of figuring out where you are first, and then sort of gauging whether or not it's safe for you to come out, because that's another aspect, because it might not be safe.
Well, you will find that like the world is a big place, and that you can't be isolated and stuck in this one place, and that you have so much to offer. You just have to wait for the right moment, or if you sometimes you don't even have to wait for the right moment. You have to go through, or you have to push yourself to make the right moment.